Hey everybody, welcome to PewPew Bros. I'm Dirty Mike, Zach's better half. Today I'm doing my first YouTube video for the channel, so bear with me. It's going to probably be very choppy, but today I'm reviewing one of my personal firearms, and one of my personally favorite firearms now is a CZ P10C FDE. Alright guys, so what we're going to do, we're going to start with the box. Pretty nice box. It's got the CZ logo on it. Pretty sweet there. Comes with these heavy duty latches. I've already kind of undone them for speed of this video. And also, so if you guys ever do get one of these boxes from CZ, it's kind of a pain because sometimes you'll get this and see, it's not opening. You have to depress here where it literally says push. I don't know if you can see that, push, and it pops it open. It's got that little lip right there. So pretty standard. Nice box, nice gun. So it does come with the 2 magazines. One is in the firearm, one is over here. 2 extra back straps, obviously to replace this guy back here. Also comes with 2 cleaning rods, obviously the metal one and one for your cloths. It does come with a trigger lock as well. And obviously, here's the firearm. Pretty sweet. We'll go over how to do teardown and obviously clear the weapon. Alrighty guys, so now we're moving on to the actual firearm. Here she is. So, first rule of firearms, presume every firearm is loaded. Second rule about firearms, make sure it's not loaded. Magazine is empty. Chamber, barrel, completely empty. So, gonna start with this. This is my second ever striker fire pistol that I have. I ended up selling my other one to my brother. He really liked it, so I was like, go ahead. So cool thing is, here on the firearm, it's actually polymer lower, metal upper, like every other firearm. The cool thing is here on the actual grip, which differs from Glocks and kind of resonates more with Smith & Wesson. It's got a straighter angle on the magazine well / grip, however you want to say it. Then also it's got a really high beaver tail. So you get really high up on the firearm. Look how much of that slide is actually there compared to a Glock, Smith & Wesson. It's got a higher slide. That's kind of CZ's kind of bread and butter. You know, they make those really small slides, so it's really easy to, it just feels like it's part of your body. It feels like it's part of your arm. Cool thing is, it says CZ USA, Kansas City, Missouri. That's where they have their manufacturing plant here. So, pretty cool. Also, really awesome part about this firearm, everything is completely ambidextrous on here. So let me get my ugly mug more out of it, and you guys get to focus more on this. So, a slide release is right there, right? So that's on the right hand side, so for left-handed shooters. And obviously, here on the left side of the firearm, so for us right-handed shooters. So, boom. It's awkward. I'm left-handed, but not for shooting. Boom. And also, the mag release, completely ambidextrous. Blows my mind. I love it to death. Now, kind of going back to the top of the firearm, the sights that I have are the night sights, night metal sights. They come with the FDE version versus the all standard black upper, black lower. This is the fancier part. Cool thing about this firearm as well is that the trigger is a great competition to Glock. So everyone says, oh, Glock has a really good trigger. Some people say it has a really shitty trigger. Well, CZ's trigger is a 4.5 to 5 pound trigger pull. And then, of course, the rebound is very short, so that way your follow-up rounds are a little bit more effective and more effortlessly. So your follow-up rounds can just go and feed it through. Also, trigger guard. Seems really boxy. I was very concerned about it when I was kind of handling this at the gun shop. It's really big. That way, if you live in a colder weather state like I do, you wear gloves. So obviously you're not going to have time to be like, excuse me, sir, let me take my glove off so I can defend myself. Obviously, you just grip it and rip it and go. And trust your training. Pretty sweet. So obviously, now we're going to go down and look at it from this angle here. As you can tell, it kind of has the slide of a Glock from the back. Real kind of boxy. And you go to the muzzle of the firearm, and it's cut on the corners, so it's more round. They did that to cut off a weight. This firearm weighs about 26 ounces, I believe. Let me just check my notes here. Yep, 26 ounces unloaded. Obviously, loaded is going to be a little bit higher. But yeah, and then of course it's got the cuts here and here, so that way if you want to rack it from the front, rack it in the back, you're good to go. Obviously, everything's hardened steel. The barrel's a little bit heftier than I've ever felt from like a Glock, so it's a little bit heavier. It helps with recoil a little bit. So cool thing is, when this gun came out, I was looking all over town for it and couldn't find it. Just so happened I walked into a local store, they had them, and I was like, hey man, can I take a look at this? Do you have any more in the back? Fell in love with it right away. I was like, gotta buy it. Don't care, let's do it. Ended up this being the last one, so it was for sale. I got it for like $350, $375, around there, I believe. But then the downside of it, for the gun shop to actually get this copy of this firearm, the store had to order it to be California compliant. So I have two 10-round magazines, and obviously that's no good. So the guy hooked me up and ordered me two 15-round mags. I personally carry this every day. Love it to death. My appendix carry, small of the back, completely wrapped around in the back, however I'm feeling that day. Yeah, it feels good. You know, it's got the CZ quality of it, and first time I took it to the range, I went through all my ammo with just this gun, and I usually bring a couple guns to the range. Didn't even shoot those ones. Just shot this guy. Excuse me, find it cold. So, now we're going to just go down to the breakdown of this firearm. So, like every other striker fire pistol, everyone knows we got the two pins. One's there, and one's right there. So, everyone, you pull back, press those two pins, then you pull the trigger to pull off the slide. The slide's not coming off. It just looks like you're rocking the slide back and forth. Safety issue. So, obviously, a lot of people shoot themselves when they're cleaning a gun or taking it apart because they forget that they have the boom box loaded. So, CZ's version of that is obviously pointing the firearm away from myself, not like this, where everyone shoots themselves in the legs or their no-no square. Depress the trigger, pull back on the slide a little bit, hit the pins, comes right off. Pretty standard. Polymer lower. The spring, barrel, everything like that. I'm not going to take them apart. I just cleaned it. Don't want to get all oily again. Assembly super easy. Put the slide back on through the rails. Rack it. Pull the trigger for a shoot test. This gun's ready to go. What can I say? This gun is awesome. I wish I had footage of me shooting it. That will be coming later in a couple other videos. I'll take it to the range. Yeah, just the ergonomics of this gun is just phenomenal. I never had to change out the back strap to fit my hands. I kind of have gorilla hands like Big Z. Meat hooks is like we like to call them, but this is the first gun where I'm actually able to grab on and I'm able to get full surface area and full surface coverage. So obviously a lot of guns, there's the mag well's so small where you can almost get a finger through here. Obviously, less surface area, less control of the firearm. I can control this completely, so I honestly haven't done anything to this besides shoot and clean it. Highly recommend it. Super easy, tear down, fun gun to shoot. Highly recommend. I'm a CZ guy. Hopefully you'll see some CZs later in the future when I have enough money to buy them. So yeah, thanks again guys for tuning in for PewPew Brothers. Looking forward to seeing you guys here in the future, and hopefully you guys get some CZs, and hopefully this video helps with your purchase of one. Hopefully you guys had a Merry Christmas. Happy New Year coming up. See you next time.
Yeah, and that's why they call me